pop locking on the dance floor.
Booyah, what's pop locking, y'all? Big Cool Boy, Robotic Puppets, West Coast Pop Lockers, down here at Cool Boys Boxing Camp and Dance Academy. And this is my YouTube channel where I allow pop lockers to come and express themselves. Talk about what happened, talk about how it went down, and talk about what you gonna do or what you did. You feel me? This is Cool Boys Pop Locking channel. Let's have some pop lock talk, y'all. Talk your shit. Booyah!
On the dance floor, I like the
Booyah! What's pop locking, y'all? Welcome back to Pop Lock Talk. This is where the pop lockers sit down and chop it up. But hold on. Y'all know me. I be on my old school slow jam tip. I gotta bump something bomb before we get to chopping it up. What I'm bumping today. Hey! That's that Key Sweat. What the fuck? Make it forever. Come on. Let me squeeze on something, girl. Bring your buns here. That's what us pop lockers do. We don't just pop lock. And never found. Hey, come on, Sweat. Come on, let's bang together. Huh? Let's bang together. I'm a bang with you. Come on. Let me hear you tell me you love me. Let me hear you say you never leave me. Ooh, girl, so right. Huh? Let me hear you tell me you want me. Let me hear you say you never leave me. Come on, sing to me, girl. I hear you, baby. Come on, girl. I hear you, mama. I'll make you feel like that. Hey, that's Keith Sweat, y'all. Hey, check Keith out in this outfit on this picture, y'all. Look at Keith. Look at that pose. Look at him, Keith. Look at him, Keith. That's Keithy. Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a bomb show today. Woo! I'm going deep inside LA today. I'm going deep inside of Los Angeles, California today. I'm just down here at Cool Boys Boxing Camp. It feels so good. Hey. I'm so glad you're mine. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, guess who I got on this show today? On Pop Lock Talk. We got South Central Bell, the most notorious. I'm gonna stop beating around the bush. On Pop Lock Talk today, we got the LA Boppers in the building. My homeboys. I said we got the LA Boppers on Pop Lock Talk today. I see that HP? That HP stands for the body puppets. Y'all know what time it is. Don't make me. I'll keep it funky. I'll keep it funky. With the truck. With the get the. That's the broken foot, y'all. I'm wearing chucks now. I'm able to put on a shoe. I'm coming back. My foot is healing. Keep sweat, make it last, man. Make it last, man. Oh, baby. Yeah. Thank you for partying with me. I know I'll be jamming, y'all. I know I'll be jamming. But it's time. It's time, y'all. It's time to chop it up. Ladies and gentlemen, check this out. I got something I want to say real quick before we get started. I want to speak on something this is very serious. Man, I was watching KRS-One versus Big Daddy Kane, East Coast rappers, okay? Of course, that ain't no West Coast beef. We ain't got nothing to do with that. But I'm going to tell you what I admire about both of these rappers. When it comes to the true essence of hip-hop, I got to give it to you, East Coast, man. Y'all be keeping it real. I admire the fact that not just Big Daddy Kane, but KRS-One, both of them, in they battle, I'm going to let y'all guess what I'm about to say. What did both of them do? Both of them did something that was very, very, if you are a dancer and you watching this right now, you should know right off the top what I'm about to say. Both of them did something the same. Soon as I saw it, I said, man, that's so dope, homie. That's dope. KRS-One and Big Daddy Kane both brought out B-boys and pop lockers. I got to give it to them, man. I got to give it to them. They did not forget who they share the stage with when it comes to hip-hop. See, man, we forget about the other elements. Hip-hop ain't just rap. Hip-hop is not just rap. Hip-hop is also graffiti, dancing, well, the pop locking and b-boying. It's all these things, man, not just rap. How can you guys forget about us pop lockers? It's time to get some pop lock talk going, y'all. I got my homeboys in the lobby waiting on me. The LA Boppers. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna bring him in right now. Let's chop it up. Cool boy right here on Pop Lock Talk. And check it out. I got two of my homeboys up in here. The LA Boppin crew. What's pop locking?
What's good with you, cool boy? What's called pop locket?
Boppin Chris and Sinsay Bop.
Yeah.
What it do's?
Man, nothing, man. Happy Thanksgiving to you, man. The whole pop locket world, man.
Happy Thanksgiving, man. Hey, check this out, man. This is Pop Lock Talk, and my get down is I'm not here to challenge you. I'm not here to correct you. I'm gonna let you tell the story however you see it in your perspective, homie. Your way. You get what I'm saying? So whatever y'all want to say, this is the platform where you go ahead and spill the beans, homie. Y'all get what I'm talking about?
I feel you.
Okay. So look, let's get it started. Let's get this party started, homie. I'm excited about this one, man. Hey, here's my question. What year
Wait.
did the crew come together?
Oh man, the crew came together in about like 1985. What? I'm talking about when we first started with our group. When me and Damon and Ellie, I'm talking about the beginning.
Not no 85. That was towards the end.
No, it wasn't. We came out of Fremont and stuff. We came out in 1985.
He was popping since junior high. Goddamn, what are you?
No, we wasn't LA
Now, when y'all
Boppers.
started pop locking, what year did the crew come together?
The crew came together in about like 1985, 86.
85, 86?
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. Hey, y'all get in the frame, man, so I can feel like we right next to each other. Get in the frame. There we go. I want to talk to y'all. So, man, when the crew came together, man, who was the main person like manifesting, like pulling this, like, come on, I'm gonna go get the homie over here. We're gonna go get this homie here. Who was the main person like connecting the dots?
It was me.
Okay.
It was me.
You the organizer.
Yes. We was all individual dancers. I had friends from school and friends from my neighborhood that stayed in my neighborhood, and I started introducing everybody to each other, having battles, taking people to different places to battle different people and stuff like that, because I had almost like I could say I had like two groups of friends. And I brought my two groups of friends together.
But that started before 84, 85.
Okay.
As far as us being friends, how long we been friends, Chris?
We've been friends.
Since what, kindergarten? Off of those, kindergarten?
Like junior high school.
But that's when we started popping in junior high school. But I've been knowing you forever.
But I had two sets of friends. My friends and I had two sets of friends, and then I brought everybody together because it was me, Sinsay, and a Mad Robot had a group. Then I had my friends Damon, Elliott, and Earthquake. We was like friends on my other side, my other friends. And then I met Sid at Fremont, but Sinsay went to school with Sid.
Okay.
So I collaborated. Everybody got together, and we all formed LA Boppin crew.
So, Boppin' Chris, man, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What thoughts came to your mind, man, to make you want to do such a thing? What made you say, you know what? Let me grab these dudes, man, and bring them together. What made you want to do that, homie?
We all used to go different places. We used to go to the Uncle Jam's Army, the convention center, different places. And I used to bring few people. We used to all get together to go to these different places to pop. And we used to go to like to the beach, what I'm saying, like this, and some of my friends didn't meet other friends until later on. And then once I got everybody together, we all started like going different places. You know what I'm saying? Because if we wouldn't have said, the homie said, he the one made up the name LA Boppin' Crew. One day we was at the beach, everybody, and we was on our way home, and he said, we should be named the LA Boppin Crew. So I said, man, that name is dope, man. I couldn't wait to get back and tell the homies that name. You know what I'm saying? So when I got back, I told, Damon, rest in peace, better known as 3D Bop.
Okay,
You know
hold
what I'm
on.
saying?
Hold on. Anytime on Pop Lock Talk we mention a Pop Locker who's rest in peace, we bow our heads and show them love and respect for 5 seconds. Booyah. Pop Lock love to Damon Frost.
Yeah.
3D.
Damon Duncan. That was that last name, Duncan.
Oh, okay. Damon Duncan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But we
that's
call him 3D Bop.
3D Bop.
3D Bop.
Rest in
One in
peace,
our
3D
crew.
Bop.
He was the best one in our crew. I learned a lot from him. He made me look good as fuck. I had 1,000 moves because I learned from Tick a lot. So when I was going back and forth from LA to Compton, I would see Chris. And then Chris would show me the bop, but then he introduced me to Damien and Elliott. Oh my God, bro. When he said, when he introduced me to everybody, and he said, we're going to be a crew, and we was off from kind of like different areas a little bit. And it was like, man, my head blew up. I said, man, where did the world get a load of us? We're a hitting based style. We're a hitting based style. Like I said, we've been hitting together for a minute before we called it LA Bible Crew. I'm just individually. It wasn't like we was already LA Bible Crew when we did that. But we had, because like I said, we had cliques. Like the Magnificent Few was me, Chris, and Ron, and then he had another clique with him, Damien, and Elliott. Then he had another clique with Earthquake, and then another. No, my other clique was with One Arm Bandit. That's where I come when Bandit. That's how I learned from. Which One Arm Bandit though? Not the one that's around now. This One Arm Bandit I was growing up with, and he the one introduced me to Anthony Triplet. And then when I hang with Anthony Triplet took me over there with Bop and Dre now. That's how I learned the Boppin style, messing with Anthony Triplet and going over there with
So wait a minute, hold on. So Bop and Chris, you learned your LA Boppin style from Anthony Triplet.
No, I didn't learn it from Anthony Triplet. Anthony Triplet took me to over where Bop and Dre and Deuce and them was at. I used to go over there with them because they used to practice and play around and battle and stuff. Then I used to go with Anthony Triplet up to Fremont when Bop and Dre and them and all them was mascots for the school. I was sitting down learning. They didn't actually show me. I stand next to them and they showed me how to hit. I would watch them all day, sit with Anthony Triplet, and then go home and practice. Let me clear the air. Technically, we second generation poppers, and I tell people that, and I don't have no problem telling the people that. I don't have no problem giving props to where props is due. You know what I'm saying? Even though Bopper Dre didn't have no direct influence on us, like he didn't teach us anything, but because of what Chris seen, and he came back and brought it to us. Now he want to say if you ain't doing it exactly like him, I've heard that before. The EBs used to say that if you ain't doing it exactly like them, you ain't doing it right. Well, I'm gonna just say this: if that's the case, then technically Chris is the founder of the Boppin style. The Bop style, Chris is going to be the founder of it because he brought his version of what he's seen. He never lived a day in Compton, so he's not a Compton popper. But Dre did say, no disrespect to Compton. Right. I love that Compton style. But Dre did say he learned some stuff from Compton. So if he did, and he looked at him, then I guess he's a Compton popper. But technically, Tick-A-Lot is a Compton popper. He was the king of Compton at one time. And I was under him doing like he was doing. I was watching him. He didn't teach me nothing, but I watched him. And I was going home to tell people what he was doing, and I was describing what he was doing, but they was looking at me like, man, you get what? They said, Becky, come over here, do that again.
again. Clifford, come over here, do that again. Leon, my boy Henry Shaw was calling all his sisters and brothers to come see me do it. And I wasn't even trying to do it. I was just trying to explain to them what they was doing. What I seen him doing. At this time, Tick-A-Lot had 1,000 moves. He did a move and he graduated and went to Compton High. I was still stuck in junior high. But I used to go to the Compton parades. He did a move at the Compton parade that I was never able to match to this day. He went T-wise, like a T, and his leg was waving down the street at the speed of the band. Man, that was the most amazing shit I ever seen in my life. But I would go back to my other grandmothers in LA and I would see Chris. And Chris would show me what he got. And then I would show him what I got. And then we ended up blending it. You feel me? He taught me how to hit like that. Then Damien showed me how to glide. Damien showed me how to animate. Elliot showed me how to use my feet work. Then this dude named Rob, that he faded out of the scene because he only had a couple of moves, but he brought that hand tut on me, and he had 3 moves with a hand tut. I had never seen a hand tut, but I had the square tuts, I had the box tuts, because Prince of Pop from Compton showed me how to bring them down. He said, man, them tuts is straight. He said, bring them down. See, I don't have no problem giving props where props is due. I brought the touchdown, boom. But then when I seen Rob, I could have beat Rob. What was his name?
Rob. His name was Rob.
All right, yeah.
But he knew Dre now,
Right.
so he had a bop. He thought he was harder than us.
Right.
I stick earthquake on him.
Right. But look,
That's how he met
he
Earthquake.
battled me first, though. Let me say you
When
what
I
happened.
brought him to get
Before
Rob.
we get to that, he battled me first. Now, mind you, I had 1,000 moves because I had come from Tick-A-Lot. So I could have beat him. He only had a few moves, come to find out. But those first few moves killed me. I was like, oh, I never seen nobody bring their hands together like that. And it opened up a Pandora's box in my head. When I came out of that garage, from writing on the walls and all of that, when I came out with the designs, the touch I had, bro, I became a beast. I already had a bunch of moves. And when I added that bop and I learned how to glide and I learned how to do oh my goodness, bro, I was a headhunter. Look, I'm gonna say this. There's different types of dancers. You got battlers and you got entertainers. Animation, entertainer, right? Tick-A-Lot, entertainer. Right? Scorpio is / entertainer / battler. Now, Dre is an entertainer, but I heard about the stories of Dre back in the day. When I talked to him about it, he confirmed it. Yeah, he used to hit like that. So I'm gonna just say that.
I used to sit there.
But our whole
Hey, do
crew.
this for me. Hold on. Do this for me, you guys.
Real quick. Our whole crew was a crew of battlers. We had no entertainers in our crew. We talking back in the day with the original set, not with the add-ons with Tick-A-Lot and Scorpio and all that, Chuco and Chuck and Poppin' Chuck and Omega Bob, AK. These are add-ons.
Well, that's what I want to ask you.
The original crew was based on battling.
Okay.
We was all. Anybody at any moment could be a war chief in our crew. And that war chief be the one that just go ham, right? Okay. Chris went ham when we was in Go Hard, Go Home in San Francisco. He was war chief that night. But a lot of times, I'm war chief. I love it. Anybody want to disrespect the battle crew? I love it.
Well, look, check this out. This is what I ask y'all. Give me the roll call, man. Tell me the names of every official true member that's an LA Bopper.
I gotta start from my homie, man. Damon, rest in peace. We already bowed down to my boy for the 5 seconds, and then Elliot, the Destructo Bop, he's a true member. Then we had Transformer, Sean, he was a true member. Sinsay Bop, Earthquake. We had a dude, he was, back in the day, they were called Curtis Tut. He was my buddy, Elliot's friend, Destructo Bop's friend, but he had some double jointed moves. I'm going to say he's a true member because he rolled with us a lot of times at the beach and Uncle Jam's Army stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then, Said was there. Said was there. Yes. Boppin said was there because he was with. He made up the name. I met Sid at Fremont because everybody. This guy went to Fremont used to always tell me about Sid. I mean, this dude named Sid to eat you up. But he used to tell Sid about me, like this dude named Chris to eat you up. So he made it like we had to see each other. So when I checked in Fremont and they seen I was there, they immediately got Sid. We had the little dance hall we used to always dance at. So we seen each other. He said, and this is a true story, man. He said, when he see me hit, he said, you hit like Dre. So when I seen him hit, he said, you look like Deuce. And he said, you know Deuce? I said, yeah, I know Deuce. He said, you know Dre? I said, yeah. So then that's what formed me and him to be close. But before he met me, he was Sinsay's rival. They used to battle at Bethune like mad.
In Fremont. We had an battle at Fremont.
But I brought them together as a crew and join the crew. You feel me what I'm saying?
We was equals though. We was
equals. Yeah, they had their equals. He was hot one day. It was like he'll get him one day, he'll get him one day. It was back and forth.
I'm good as hell, but I'm gonna just take my hat off to Sid. He is just as good as I am, if not, sometimes better. I mean, any day anybody can be war chief.
It's like you know how dancing in crew, boy. You catch a zone, right. We can be a crew, and somebody out of your crew might catch the zone.
Yeah,
and look and just.
Because any one of us could handle our own. Like, we were all running around undefeated, bro. Yeah. Can't nobody say they beat us, bro. I got top-notch names under my belt. Top-notch name. But you know why they don't want to talk about it? Because I beat them.
Yeah. Hey, I want to show y'all something, man. I want to show y'all something.
Tell you like this, they had some good dudes out there that gave us runs. I ain't gonna lie.
Let me show y'all something, and I want y'all to speak on this incident right here. Let me show y'all.
People have, I guess, different interpretations based on the era that they was in. Remember, we second generation. So for our era and our outlook on what it was, we created our own style out of it. We literally created our own style out of hitting, and we came up with a whole format. You know what I'm saying? The bop is a hit, so we're a hitting based crew. We try to hit, we bop, we try to come. Like I said, it's different styles of bopping. I heard Hurdle say it, I heard Dre say it. Okay, you can light bop, you can hit, but to us, the hardest hit you can do is a bop. The lightest hit you can do is called a tick. To us, that's how we looked at it in our second generation, where we was understanding on our own without any help, without anybody telling us anything. We created our own concepts. So our now it might not match theirs, but it matches ours. This is what we do, and the proof is in the pudding on what we do. Y'all see us get down. Y'all see our technique. See, like I said, we are battlers, so we're not trying to make you laugh. We're not trying to eat no heads. We're not trying to do no fag walk. None of that. We trying to make you say, "Ooh, did you see that?" We trying to show technique. We trying to show style. We like coming hardcore with it. We like a hardcore base hitter. And a lot of times they look at us as villains because of it, because we don't joke. We're not trying to make you laugh. That, Quake try to interject some laughter. We got Tickle Lot now in the crew to interject the laughter. You know what I'm saying? We got some people to bring we got entertainers in our crew now. You know what I'm saying? And we can go into the entertainment mode. Just like they was talking about Panama and Tronin and all of that. We can do that. We just don't focus on it. We all can do that stuff. Like, we all love a little bit of it. We do a little bit of everything. We honor all these styles. I honor Hurdle. I honor Robot Prince. I honor all the OGs. You know what I'm saying? Dre, all of them. I put them on a pedestal because, remember, I don't have a problem giving props where props is due. Now, if y'all didn't know us, I'm gonna say this: we second generation, so y'all wasn't in the streets. We was in the streets. There was no Boogaloos in the streets. There was no Dre's in the street.
Hold on.
There was no
Sensei,
street.
let's make this clear. Let's make this
In
clear.
the street.
Let me know.
Not in our time period.
Hold on, listen to me.
Not during my time period.
Sensei,
But they.
let's make it clear. Let's make it clear. Hey,
but not in all.
check it out. Let's make it clear. When you say they were not in the streets, tell me exactly who y'all referring to.
Okay, all them names I just dropped, the first generation get downs, they kind of like was doing, I guess I would say, grown up shit. We was still doing teenage shit. We was out here battling, going everywhere. Venice Beach, Hollywood Highland, any function we could find, everywhere. We was everywhere. Look, even though, I'm gonna say this, even though if you our age, and before the popping world even came back, if you our age and we mentioned you ever heard of LA Boppin crew, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna say yeah, even if they never even seen us before. Our name was ringing in the streets. We didn't have no uniforms. They talking about he made a reference about we won a financial gain, bro. We didn't have no agent. We didn't have no uniforms. We went out and did that shit all our life for free. All our life, we put in work to put that name on deck. When we came out of retirement, and I ain't gonna lie, I seen 1 or 2 videos of Dre out there. I said, man, Dre is back around somewhere. Because remember, we thought he was in Canada or in the Army. I don't know. I didn't know where he was at.
Dre was in the Army.
Right.
Dre went to the Army. You know what I'm saying? So that's when Dre was gone for a while because he had went to the Army. A lot of people didn't know where he was at. He did some military time.
I didn't even know he was really around when we came out.
Yeah. So,
you know what I'm saying? We never started that name off of financial gain. I'm just saying that part. We didn't do that off of financial gain. We was doing it for the love of hitting and bopping and showing the world that our skill is the shit.
He talking about our Radiotron days when we was going to the Radiotron trying to, you know how it was at the Radiotron.
So look,
but even we came back out. We were still on the same.
To say this. Bop and Chris created the LA Boppers, right?
Correct.
Now, Sinsay Bop, but you're the one who kind of put all the routines and shit together, right?
Well, I can't really say that. We all had input. But see, when we came out of retirement, I became the glue. Remember, he was the glue in the beginning, right? He was the one that pulled everybody together. But when I came out of retirement, I was the one with the car. So I was the one getting everybody and pulling it and finding out where everybody was at and pulling them together. You see, Quake thought that it was just...
He said, who put the routines together?
Well, I'm just saying. I understand why he's saying that. That's why I'm building up to it. Like I'm the one that just did that part. Now, with routines, I'm not a big fuss about it because I just want to do routines. So anybody's idea, if it look good, let's roll with it. If it don't, we try to cut it out. Sometimes we'll roll with it just to roll with it so we can get past it. But for the most part, our moves are approved by everybody, and we usually allow everybody to have an input. There is no one person that put them routines together. Maybe one routine, maybe one person, but other than that, for the most part, everybody had input on those routines. Even the last ones you just seen us do. That one at the B-Boy Summit with me, Chris, and Scorpio, that was an old routine, but we tweaked it. And then we retweaked it when Quake came into the picture, and we retweaked it. So that's the one we did Sunday with Asia One. We retweaked the old routine. You know what I'm saying? And all them routines had some input from somebody, and that's why when you seen us coming out individually, people be waiting for us to come out at the end, but you seen them come out individually, but each segment was supposed to highlight that person. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Each little get down was to, like, when you see my hands go like this, boom, that was to highlight my segment. Then when you seen us going like this, the chest bop at the end, that was to highlight his segment. In the beginning, when the Chris came up out of that, that was his special move. We allowed Karma to play his role because she wasn't near for that. He wasn't near for that one. You know what I'm saying? But that's his role to come up like that. So it was a specialty for everybody. You know what I'm saying? We spent Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? When he spent out and do his thing. You know, it was a trick. It was like a element. You know what I'm saying? We had a bunch of.
We started saying we're gonna start doing.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. All right, LA Boppers, Boppin Chris, Sinsay Bop. Tell me, what crews have y'all battled, man?
Back in the days, we battled. You know, at a point, we used to battle Free Daddy Mike, Free Daddy Mike, you know, and a couple of cats from Carson. I don't really remember their names like back
Free
now.
Daddy Mike, they was from the
Freak Daddy crew.
The Freak Daddy
buddies,
crew. Yeah.
We used to battle, yeah.
They was dancers too.
We used to battle Time Bandit.
Time Bandits was my. We didn't know we was cut from the same cloth at that time, right? And a lot of times I would go places by myself. I wouldn't wait for nobody, and I would go places by myself. And I would run into the Time Bandits by myself. So my mind was like, okay, I'm just gonna call one out. You know, I want to just show I can beat one. And I would call him out, take him down, and then another one jumped out right behind him, like wouldn't let me breathe. So I match what he did. And then somebody else come out. Then I match what he did. But then another one come out. Before I could do anything because I'm trying to catch my breath. Then another one come out I just bagged out. They don't even see me no more. That's why they forgot about who I was.
That's what's up.
I'm just saying, I got a rack pack. You know what I'm saying? I can never get a fair squabble.
Hey.
I ain't gonna lie, they was my favorite crew to go against. I even got a move from one of them. I think it was Pierre, if I'm not mistaken. And I even told him about it. You know, they glide into the wall where you stick to the wall. I stole that sucker, man. That shit was hard as fuck. They was worthy opponents. They was probably the only worthy opponents. Myself, I ain't talking for the rest of them, but I'm talking about for me, because I was everywhere. But that was probably the most worthy opponents that I ran across with the Time Bandit. And then when I found out that Deuce and everybody was connected, that messed me up. Not only that, I knew Deuce on a whole nother level, not knowing he could dance, and he didn't know I could dance. By the time we realized we was who we was like, for real, I could have learned from him a long time ago.
That's crazy. That's crazy, homie. Hey, we gotta show love we gotta bow our heads and show love to Deuce, homie. Booyah. Pop like love to Big Deuce, man. Hey, Sinsay Bop, Boppin Chris, let me ask y'all this. Is it okay for me to say this? We got some history too with each other, right? The LA Boppers, the Body Puffers, West Coast Pop Lockers. Is it safe to say that at one point in time our crews were like brother crews together?
Oh yeah, because you know, it's like. It's not really a lot of groups that's out like back in the 80s when there was so many groups you can name. And like, you know, for you to, you know, still represent pop locking and have a group going, and we trying to keep our little groups going in the Groovatrons, you know, and a few of the Time Band, you know, it's just still a few groups, and you know, they still got the Funny Bones. It ain't really a lot of groups like back in the day. But when you know what I'm saying, keeping your group, you know, trying to keep it solid. We try to stay with our, you know, solid group and everything. And you invite us into your studio and treat us like brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? You just tell us to come out to your shows, and you know, you always treated us with love.
We would even kick it though, like family. Y'all would come over to the pad. Remember, I had the whole garage set up like a dance studio. Sinsay Bop, come on, we used to barbecue in the front yard and hang out all day and pop lock in the dance studio with the music turned up.
Yeah, you in the cool boy, man. How the cool boy doing, man?
Man, that dude 25 years old now, man.
Look, Cool Boy was tough. What he still he don't dance no more, huh?
You know, when they get older, they get too cool, homie.
Cool Boy, yeah, man.
Yeah, those were the
Yeah,
good old days. Those some fun times, homie. Huh?
yeah, I just come drop on you all the time. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
shoot, we should watch, watch videos and just kick it, man. Just like not only just pop lock it, just being just to get to know one another and just
Hang
show each
out.
other, love,
Have
man.
a good
You
time.
know,
Yeah. That's what pop lock can do for us, man. It brought us together. You know, we would kick it. And then I would do a few shows. Sinsay Bop, remember the Pasadena show with the and one basketball players?
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You used to always say, "Well, my Boppin crew shirt at."
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
hey, you guys got any kids that you're training to come out of your camp?
He was training his kids. I really didn't have none. Was into like dancing and stuff. I had like some step kids, but they was into them video games. They wasn't tripping on no dancing.
Is there any crews that's out there right now that y'all want to battle?
Nah, I'm
We
not.
don't want to battle. We just want
We
to,
friends with everybody.
yeah, we just want to
We
perform, and bring this style to the world, and hopefully, but like I said, you live on forever by the legacy you leave behind. There's people gonna look at you, may not never give you the credit, but they're gonna use that move, and then there's somebody else gonna see that move, and they're gonna use that move. I feel like 100 years from now, somebody gonna be doing my move.
it's
Real
like
talk.
we came back out, with the every time we hear about pop lock, and they never mention bopping. They would always say, "Oh, boogaloo," or popping. They would never like where
Cutting, waving, they would
where
name
everything
everything.
but self bopping. I'm like, "Hey, where the bop at?" So that's what made us like come back because like they would never mention bopping.
Not only that. Like I said, I seen one or two videos of Dre, and he was battling everybody. I'm like, damn, he need to know he got some allies out here. Seriously,
Right.
he need to know he got some allies out here. Then I was on the Wiggles website, and I mentioned the word pop lock, and people done heard me say this on other interviews, and I got jumped on like 17 hate mails. Like, that ain't no word. That ain't what? Because I'm a real pop locker, and I
Right.
wanted to put pop back on the map, which I did. You
Right.
can't say it's on the map now. You can't say they don't respect it, because I even got a demonstration, and I could tell everybody what it means. I was birthed out of a locking group. I'm one of them kids that was a real industry kid. I wasn't no industry kid. I didn't have no uniform. I didn't watch Soul Train like everybody else. What y'all seen on Soul Train, I didn't see in the 70s, the 80s, and none of that, because I was in the streets. I didn't see a boogaloo, a Papa Peter, nobody until 2000 when I went to the B-Boy 7. That was my first time even hearing about him. I'm just thinking the Boogaloo was a name, not a group. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
For me, just me personally. Remember, I'm second generation. I don't know the other history that everybody was on. Remember, I'm on my own history, and my history was birthed out of a locking group. It was locker. Every locking group had a robot. Remember, I had to do my homework after they cussed me
that's
out.
why
So
we say pop lock, because locking was created here in the Southland.
right,
So they got
correct.
to understand that, and they have to respect that, homie.
Every locking group had a roboter, and it was mandatory that your roboter battled a roboter. Mandatory. But if you take them two styles and combined it, if locking is fast, it's freedom. You could jump up, jump back, move around. Robot is slow, it's stiff, it's restricted. Even if I'm doing a tech, I'm
Right.
still doing that robot speed,
I
right?
say
But
that
if
all
I
the time.
speed up my robot and slow down my locker and then give my robot the freedom of a locker to move around, what I got is the speed for pop locking. I'm original pop locker,
There
and
it is. Come
we
on.
came we came out the bang on that. It wasn't about financial gain, man. We would like to get paid, but I'm just saying, when we came out because of the love of the art, and we wanted to not let it die, because we knew we was one of the most dominant styles out there. Whether whoever want to say we got it from them or not, I'm gonna let y'all know what Chris created became one of the most dominant styles. You see people bopping everywhere, and if he didn't teach everybody how to do it, but yet they doing it, who you gonna get credit to? Not only us getting off so hard. Let me not quit.
That's Dre. Dre created. I watched Dre. I watched a lot of dancers, man. I watched John Boy the Robot Brothers. I watched John Boy the Robot Brothers. Watched Boppin and Drake. Robot Prince used to stay with Earthquake. We should learn from Robot Prince.
So y'all, you guys, I know you guys are real active till today, man. Y'all still getting down. Y'all gonna pop lock until you die. But recently, you guys just went out pop locking, right?
Yeah.
Where'd y'all go? Where'd y'all just go recently to get down at?
The Chuco's of 76 and Central for Asia One.
Is that right? What went down at that spot?
It was just, you know.
How was it?
It was just some little. It was a big brother, little brother's quarrel. That's what it was.
Well, family we got there. We performed.
What you mean, big brother? What happened?
Well, you know, the big brother was trying to say, you know how the big brother don't want the little brother to grow up and take over.
I snatched the pebble out of my master's hand.
Man, who are y'all talking about, man?
That's just a big brother.
About?
You being messy, cool boy. Look. You being messy. Look, I'm
doing this so the viewers can understand who y'all talking about.
I'm gonna tell you, we performed, right? And we did our routine, and I was telling you about how we was coming out in between the routine. We did that. Boom. Then we was about to leave, and everybody was at the car, so we was on the other side of the parking lot. Unbeknownst to us, Robot Prince and Dre and all them came in from the other side. So everybody about to leave, and I decided to do one more walk. I started to do one more walkthrough, and just to say, you know, what's up to everybody on the way out. And I seen Dre's girl. She spoke to me, and I looked to the right, and I said, "Hey, how you doing?" You know, gave her a hug like I normally do. And I looked to the right and seen Dre in the middle of the floor, you know, dancing, and he had the crowd. And I had a flashback. It was 1984 for me.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Sinsay Bop, come on, talk to me. Get in the frame and talk to me, man. Tell me what you're talking about. You had a flashback like 1984. What?
Remember I said we was a battling crew? Like we live to battle, not entertain. I mean, we entertaining while we battling, but we not there to make you laugh. We make you to say, ooh, ah, damn, ooh, man. You know, we want to amaze you with our skills, our techniques. We don't want to, you know, we was beyond the Panama, even though we can do it. Right? We have Panama moves. We have Tron moves. We just don't epitomize it. But that's one side of the coin, by the way. What Hurdle and Robot Prince do is one side, and Deuce did is one side of the coin. What us and Dre did, as far as the hitting style of it, that's the other side of the coin. And I always said, if somebody put both those coins together, they're gonna be the baddest dancer alive. And I tried to.
And Scorpio do it though. Scorpio.
Yep. And that's why he's so good, because he got what? Both sides,
Panama
and the bop, right? And I was telling Gizmo the same thing, but he just want to do one side. And I kept telling him, bring them sides together, bro.
Sinsay Bop, Sinsay Bop, do me a favor. Describe to me the bop. Describe to me what the hit, the bop is. Boppin'.
I think I can describe it better. I think I can describe it.
Come on.
You got, like us, we got that hardcore bopping style. I mean, when I say that, we epitomize like that hit, that boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, 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 you know, like that. Then you got the kind that you just like, you Panama, and then you pose up, bam, then you hit your chest, bam, and then you roll out, boom, bam, 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 you end up, bam, you pose, hit the chest, bam, that kind. But we hit.
What makes it bopping? That's what everybody want to know. What makes it bopping?
The bopping is you got different ways. Like we got different ways of popping. That's why people don't describe that. Wait, no. Let me say my version. You have different ways of popping.
Yes, sir.
You have different ways of bopping. You have different ways of boogaloo. It just depends on which way you want to do it. And if you can do it, you know what I'm saying? It's a hit, but bopping come from pantomime, roboting, and hitting. You combine all of them. But then other people combine it different ways.
Now, is there a certain area where that bop come from?
Let me give you a description of some of the bops that we came up with. Remember, because we created our own style, right? So this might not match up with everybody else, but it's gonna match up with what we do. We have a single bop. That's when you come down to the bottom, boom, and every move when they do that strut bop, they come to the bottom of that bop. I don't care who's doing it, Bop around here, anybody. They go boom, boom, and we call that one of the original bop. When you boom, boom, boom. Now the double bop is when you go to the bottom, boom, and you go to the top, boom. So now you boom, boom, boom.
And you can't, and between that, and between what he just did, and between that, you can double it up, triple it up, pose it, you play with it.
So where's it on the triple? On the triple.
So,
wait, I got a question.
Leg box. Listen, leg box.
Let me ask you a question. Before you move on, hold on. Relax. You got the single bop, you got the double bop. The double bop, one's at the top, one's at the bottom. When you triple bop, where's that third bop at? In the middle?
In the middle. Yes, sir.
You get boom, 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 boom.
Boom, 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 boom.
But really, it goes with the beat of the music. It depends if you want to go with the beat of the music.
Before dubstepping, bro, was bopping crew.
We go with the beat of the music, you know, and even with some of that scratching, sometimes we used to catch box with the scratch.
Or the lyrics, whatever stood out in the song. Or the lyrics, whatever stood out in the song, we would match the song. You wasn't matching the music. I was popping against people who came with their own radio, their own music that they knew I never heard before. But see, now this is giving up science now, but every beat is called a bar, right? For every 3 to 4 seconds is a bar, right? So 8 seconds into any song, I can match it and hit on it as if I've been practicing to it. And I would blow people's mind. I would hit better on your music than you could to your own music. That would blow their mind. There's a video out, cool boy, and I want you to put this out there to the popping world. But it was before the stage was took down in Venice Beach, and the song was All the Noise Beatbox. It's when it first came out. I don't know if it was 83 or 84, but they and all sounds in that song, bro. I hit everything. I looked at unreal to myself. I mean, my face hit the floor when they played the video back because it's natural to me, right? Because I had every tool in the book, every tool to build a house with, every one. And I built my own house. And when I tell you I hit everything, that's the first dubstep video you will ever see in your life. And when you see that, it's going to wipe the mat with any footage you ever seen from that time period. I'm going to make everybody else look like amateurs if that video surfaces. It was took overseas. I'm praying it comes back and surface. Y'all probably don't know it's me because I was skinny and I had a jury curl. I look way different now. You feel me? But if this video ever surface, and I don't see how I cannot, but it should. Hey, if it surface, it's gonna set the record straight. Y'all gonna see who Sinsay Bop really was, and the reason why I call myself Sinsay Bop. I was 100 touch. They wanted to call me 1,000 touch. How many people you even know got 100 touch? Y'all touching now, but look at my format that I'm doing now. Just imagine my knee. Y'all missing all the stuff that I used to could do. Y'all don't have a clue, and I wish this video come out so to show the world what I was doing in that time period.
That's what's up.
You know, that was just, you know.
Boppin, Sinsay Bop need a minute. I love it, homie. That goes to show you, hey, the world need to see the passion that pop lockers have. They need to see that passion, homie. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love my own show. We get to express ourselves, man, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? But
I put all my anger on the dance floor. So even though I was very upset with what Dre said, you know what I'm saying, but I understand where he's coming from because he doesn't have a direct
I can't
correlation with
see you.
teaching us.
I can't
He
see you,
doesn't
homie.
have a he doesn't have a direct correlation with teaching us anything.
I
You
can't
know what I'm
see you.
saying?
Talk to me.
Oh, he does have a direct correlation with teaching us anything, so I can kind of understand why he said what he said. But I just upset that he said if I don't do it exactly like you, and he sounded like the EBs on that one, and it was upsetting to me. But I love Dre, and I'm still gonna honor Dre and do what I can for Dre. But I had to discipline him and show him where I come from. My knee, I've been eating better, cool boy. My diet now is whole grain everything, organic everything, grass fed beef, organic eggs and chicken, wild caught fish, chia seeds in my water, blueberries and avocado in the morning.
Ooh,
Avocado a day
very
keep the
healthy.
doctor. Not only did it reverse my diabetes, not only my vision stopped getting bad, but my knee got better.
That's right.
See, when I came out of retirement, I came. It's after an injury that reaffected me, so I couldn't do all the stuff I used to do. I was heavy when I came out of retirement. Now I was heavy. My knee. I was operating from a limited point of view, but nobody would know it. They would see me and say, "Oh, you bad as hell," but not knowing that I have a ton of stuff I used to could do. I can't do it no more. But as my leg and stuff start getting better, actually, I was so energetic that day that I was doing stuff that I surprised myself. I'm like, oh, I can do this now? I haven't glided in a long time because to glide, it put pressure on your knee. I glid circles around Dre that day. My old school way of coming out on people, remember, I was always solo. They would be there battling somebody, and I would come out the crowd out of nowhere and start gliding, take everybody's attention, and then start bopping to the beat of the music while I'm gliding, then stopping my opponent and just let him have it. Boom, boom, beep, 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 boom, boom, bam, and then bag up to my homies and slap their hand. That was my normal thing to do. I did that. I came out gliding. I ain't glid in years. I didn't even realize. I did the fall for the first time. In the first routine, at the end of the first routine, you'll notice that I kind of sat down a little bit because I was shocked that I was able to even get in that position. I shocked myself. I wasn't planning on doing that. I was going to turn back around and come back up. I didn't know I could do it. Look, my knee is that much better that I got to relearn that I can do stuff. So when I realized that, and then I said, well, I must can glide now. I can't glide. And I hit, man, oh man.
Hey,
Hey, Drake a vibration with his arm, and that was sweet, though. He showed technique. I pulled the string out, threw it through my body, and we came back up with it, but I did it with intensity. I did it with bopping. And then when I got to the top, I vibrated, and I went, came to my feet, boom, I came back up. People in the background going, oh my God, oh. Then I went ham. I showed everything he did. I copied it and read and put some spin on it.
Sinsay,
Like
we
I said,
can't see you, man. Come on, you talking to me, but I can't see you.
your idol become your rival, man. I told him, I said, man, I snatched the pebble out your hand, bro. And still giving him honor as my teacher. You feel? He didn't teach me nothing, but I honor his get down. You feel me?
Hey,
Yeah.
you said you had to discipline him, huh?
Yeah, that was just a big.
I
That
had
was
to
just,
let him know where I'm coming from.
man.
I had to show him. I'm like, I had to show him you don't know me. You know me after the fact, and I had to show you, man. I was one of the most skillful cats in the crew.
Let me tell you something. Man, we go hang. Me and Quay go hang out with Dre, man, and Dre show us. He show us pointers. About not even 2 months ago, we was over there in the backyard. He was showing us stuff. You know what I'm saying? Showing us stuff. Hey, but some of the stuff that he said on the video, he told us. You know what I'm saying? But some of the stuff about saying we took his name to make a group out of his name, and we trying to get financial money off his name. That what got it. That's what kind of like had us kind of hot. You know what I'm saying? Because Dre always say when we go places, they say we're the Boppin crew. I mean, no. Yeah, that actually where the Boppin crew at, and he'd be like, I don't know, man, they somewhere like that. But he always said we was his little brothers. Like, I know my little brothers and stuff. For him to say that kind of touched it, because we thought we was your little brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like you like say that about we're not true boppers. The world seen us bop. You know what I'm saying? The world seen us bop. That's what they were like. My friends from the Bay calling me. What they talk about? Y'all ain't no boppers. Y'all got the hardest bop I see. So you know what I'm saying? It's just like I don't know, man. It just a big brother, little brother quarrel. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I
Hey,
love
let me ask y'all a
Dre.
question, man.
Yeah.
What is the one thing that you guys would want the world to know about the LA Boppers?
Well, we a legendary group. You know what I'm saying?
And I mean that by in the streets.
We a legendary
They
group. You know
know
what I'm
us. I mean,
saying?
people know us in the streets. I'm just saying, people that don't even know about Poppin know about, anybody our age, our age group and up, they know about us. We legends in the streets, first off. We didn't just claim to be legends. We legends on our own merit because we put it down, bro. We battled everywhere and everybody. We put it down. You feel me? It ain't like we wasn't playing. Like we were playing. We wasn't playing. We really got out, and all the OGs, the real ones who know us, know us. They be like, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I see because I grew up, man. I like me, man. My Fred, he was Milkman. His name was Milkman too. You know Fred. Rest in peace. I gotta give 5 minutes
Fred.
after Fred. Boppin' Fred.
Yeah, that's
5 minutes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pop Lock Love.
Yeah, Fred was a man. Fred was like another guy I learned from. Fred was like a
I'm gonna
bopper.
show you a clip of him on our documentary when we put it together.
He's not no.
He was showing AK how to do something.
He not no. He wasn't no hard bopper like hitting hard, but he was sweet technique. But he knew how to 3D like that stuff. He was good at that. You know what I'm saying? I ran with him. He took me to go see a Dr. Businessman. And I don't even know if people know Dr. Businessman. He one of the guys that Earthquake them said that he was in their group. And Jerry, I think his name Milkman too. I think his name is Milkman too. But Jerry and Dr. Business, it was another dude named Dre. He was light skinned. Another dude named Dre. Hard. I mean, they was lockers and poppers. They can go into they'll be hitting boom, 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 and they'll just come out locking. They all three of them would jump up in the air, cool boy, and they all hit the split at the same time. Bam! And be doing, like they was locking, man. You know what I'm saying? They was like, Fred used to take me over there to see them. I go with after the trip to go see Dre and them. I see other guys, Yam on them. Used to be we used to go up to Fox Hill Mall with Yam on them. Robert Bell. You know what I'm saying? Man, I've been around all the bad pop lockers, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? He's Boppin' Dre. He's not the only one that we learned from. I mean, I learned when I first seen Boppin', he's the first one I seen with that Boppin' style. You know what I'm saying? But I seen people from all over, man. They even had some tough Samoans that was tough. You know what I'm saying?
One summer I hung with I used to be a beach bum damn near every summer. And I would literally go down there and every day to get pop for money to eat and live, right? And one summer I spent with Harry Berry.
Rest in peace. Bow our heads. Put our heads down. Rest in peace, Harry Berry, man. Uncle Harry Berry.
When he seen me at Popper's picnic, he came.
Pop, get in the skin. Let me talk to me. Talk to me.
So he when I seen this video, right, San Francisco Harry Berry, and he did that glide, he did that behind his hands tut, right, behind his back tut, right, while he was gliding around in a circle, right. So at that moment, I forgot who he was because I called him, I think, Frisco back then.
The Frisco Popper.
Harry Berry. I called him Frisco,
yeah.
Right. And I didn't put two and two together, though, right? So I'm looking at the video, and I didn't put it together. But when he came to L.A., to Popper's Picnic, he walked up and said, "Hey, man, remember me, man? Woo, woo. And he started explaining all the time we was getting down together, making the money. He said, "Yeah, man, I learned them moves from you.
Mm.
I learned that glide from 3D Bop. That back behind my back touch.
Yeah.
I was practicing it with him, but his arms was longer and it was easier for him to do. It wasn't easy for me to do, and I stopped liking to do it and I stopped doing it. He kept doing it because his arms was longer, and I like to see him do it. I didn't care to do it because it didn't feel comfortable for me to do it. He had longer arms and he could do it with
He was
comfortable.
more limberer.
But that glide I got from 3D Bop, and he got that glide for me, and that tut. Remember, I'm the tut master. You feel me? So that tut he did behind his back, that's what we used to practice together. I'm saying we used to practice that together. Now, I used to hang with animation. We used to pop dance for money, but we never danced against each other, and I never was in battle mode around animation. So animation didn't even
Rest
really
in
see my
peace.
skills. He
Mr.
didn't.
Animation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pop Lock love to Mr. Animation, baby.
So animation never really seen my skills all the way
Where you
because
at?
I never really was always performing. You know what I'm saying? We were just doing little skits, right? So he was my friend. And when people would come and say, I know somebody that can get you, and they go get animation and bring him to me, he's like, oh, that's the homeboy. So we never battled like that. He didn't really see me until later on down the line when I was coming to one of his circles and I didn't know it was him, and I hadn't been popping in years. And as I got closer to the crowd, I felt like the years, like I was in a time machine, and like the years was melting back, and I thought it was just some random dudes in there popping, and I came in that sucker and lit it. I lit it. And by the time I realized who it was, all I seen was the back of his tennis shoes leaving out the ring. I zoned out. I ain't gonna lie. I came in there, fucked it up. I had a whole little skit and everything. I got off, and that's the same kind of way I came when I came out on Dre. I came in with that kind of mentality, you know, that oh man, I didn't care. Oh, I'm gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? I blanked out. But I also got down with Mama. Now, Mama, I don't know if y'all heard of her, but she was a Puerto Rican. I took him to the radio trying to meet her. When I say she was one of the hardest female boppers, nigga, I don't mean to be saying like that, but when I say she was one of the hardest ones, I mean for a female, she would have wiped up the floor with anybody I had beat already.
And her name was Mama?
Mama, look, we was hanging out, me and her.
From?
I don't know. I met people from hanging out at Venice Beach and Hollywood and Highland. You feel me? My world was that. Like I was like a bum. Like that was my world, and not a bum in that sense. But I'm just saying that was my world. That's all I was doing. And one time, us and some more friends, it was a new pop-up studio, and it was a dance studio with mirrors around, and they was trying to turn it into a pop-up studio. So we was up in there hanging out. And I don't know who started it, but all I know is she did something, I did something. Or I did something, I don't know who started. But after a while, it was like, it became a battle. It became like, we was trying, like, oh, you doing that? Or I could do this.
That was more like showcase.
Man, we was going we ended up in a head-up, fierce-ass battle till I started sweating. I had to go in my sock. Hey, I had to go in my sock to because my ego and all that was about to be crushed. I'm thinking I'm the baddest dude on the planet. I'm finna get beat by a girl. Hey, she gave me a run for that was my hardest battle in life, bro. Seriously, my hardest battle was that one.
What year was this, man?
88, 80. It wasn't 90. No, it probably was early 90s. He took me. When was the radio trying cracking?
Was she harder than Tangerine?
Oh, man. Was she harder than Tangerine? Nah. No.
She probably could be, she could be put on the same shelf.
She would have gave her a but I seen Tangerine get out.
Well, I didn't see Tangerine.
So he didn't see no. Tangerine was no.
Well, I don't know. You only seen a few seconds of my mama for you to say that.
No, but I seen.
Remember, I said she gave me a run for my money. She scared me.
No, I ain't gonna lie.
How much did you see of her? Just that little few seconds.
But you know,
Come on, let's talk real.
No, but you're not better than
Let's just be real, right?
Baby.
Let's just keep it 100.
Cool boy.
If
You're not better than Tangerine.
If she did something in a few seconds and scared him, just think about it.
Tangerine
He didn't see her get down.
Tangerine scared you too.
He didn't see her get down. He didn't see her get down.
Do something.
Just like people see me do something. See, that's the same mistake Dre made. He see me do something here and near and near and near, and y'all think that's all I got. That ain't all I got.
Listen, give me your top 5 female pop lockers ever. Who are the top 5?
You know what?
Till today. All the way up until today.
Today, it's like, I don't really keep up with the female pop lockers. So I see them and I
can only name the ones I done dealt with. That would be Pandora, AK.
I think some back in the days, but there's no more, you know. But the ones right now, I see them and they good, you know, but they, you know, and you know, like Karma in our group, we try to teach her little stuff, you know, she can get better. She get better over the, you know, as she be around us and stuff.
But Karma, and how did she become a
bopper? I think Scorpio brought her around. I believe. I'm thinking.
Yeah, you're right.
I think Scorpio brought her around.
So she wanted to. She picks up the routines pretty good.
Yeah. I try to show her little stuff. You know, I'm trying. You know, I'm gonna tell you another thing about bopping. Bopping, you gotta have funk. You gotta have that funk, that soul, and you gotta have that soul at that bop. It's just something about it. You gotta be like, you gotta hit on beats, like, you know, you gotta like whatever beat, like, and it's that funk. And
what song make you want to get down, Boppin' Chris?
Man, I'm gonna tell you,
that's the one. He know music. He used to tell the DJ what songs to mix together, man. This should be some of the hardest mixes I've ever heard in my life to this day.
Man, they all know was good, but I'm gonna tell you. And my boy, Boppin said, one morning I should pick up. Boppin said to go to school. When we was going to Fremont, and every day I go to Sid's house to get him. He would be like, "You know, you're on your way to school. You ironing your clothes. And you got your music bumping." And I would come and knock on the door, and Mom let me in the house. The minute I go in there, man. And that music I heard that he was playing that. I never heard it until I heard Sid bumping it. And he said, check this out. And he showed me some moves and he would get down off a warning. And when he played that, and he was getting off in the room, man. And it seemed like that warning was one of my favorite songs, man. That warning was one of my favorite, like, technical songs. And for Earthquake, numbers, too.
And for Earthquake, it's 8 million stories. That's where the Earthquake move got birthed at. If you listen to that beat where it goes, I named him Earthquake. I'm telling you where he got the name from, and it was all it was that song, 8 million story. You know when they do that little break, that beat, and he matched that beat with the bop. He went boop, 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 boop. Remember, we matched beats, and when he did that, I was like, "Oh shit, you earthquaking! Look, you earthquaking, nigga."
That's how that happened.
Yeah, but then another, you know, it's a lot of
sound clear. We love Clear. Our crew love Clear.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Back in the day,
push the button.
My boy used to DJ for me, and that was Battle Cat, Tim, and Cliff. If you know them, they was me and my friend Damien. Them DJ, they used to tell us to come to these certain places where they gonna be DJing at, and we'll come through there and rack it because and they knew what our favorite songs was, and they knew what to blend. And we used to come.
And they used to make tapes for us back in the day. I'm gonna say these were some of the Rowan Cliff made some of the Battle Cat and Coco mixtapes I ever heard in my life.
Man, and them tapes, but
they was the underground tape where they personally made them and gave them to me, and I put them in my car and rolled around.
Oh man, we used to go to them UCLA dances, man, and get down, man. Oh, like the floor, man. The last he took me to the stock exchange. I don't know if people you remember the stock exchange? I came, man. You remember they had them giant bass speakers?
Yeah.
Man, I came through there, man. I tried to, man, tell him Sinsay. Do you remember Popcorn Chicken? The guy, man, he went at it all night. That was all night.
I left him, came back. I was still going at it.
Man, that day, man, I was like, that's what I'm saying. Some nights you go into a zone. You go into a zone. And I see Popcorn Chicken now. He got up and give me a handshake right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's a lot of good dancers, man. Like, man, Boogaloo Hook was good, man. That was some bro. See, them was back with Bop and Dre now. When Bop and Dre was hard. Bop and Dre is like not like he is now. When I
entertainer now.
When he was hitting, he was
used
hitting.
to be a battler. Now you're an entertainer.
He was hitting. You know what I'm saying? When I see Dre, the little style that I was learning, I stopped doing that, man. I was just straight trying to hit Anthony Triple. Be like, man, you be trying to hit hard now, huh? I'll be like, man, I'll be trying to hit like Dre. He be like, you don't get it, you don't get it, you don't get it. And then one day I went somewhere with Anthony Triplet. I think we went to Cheviot Hills Park. All of it was like a Poppers picnic back then. It was the Confederates and Captain Crunch and the Funky Bunch. I'm talking about legend groups used to be up there. You know what I'm saying? The Wizards, everybody was up there. You know what I'm saying? And then individual Poppers like Yamo, all them, Royal Flush, Romel and them. I'm talking about legends. We be up there, man. You know what I'm saying? And one day, I used to be, I ain't gonna lie, I used to be intimidated because all them raw Poppers. So you can't do nothing but sit back and just study. You know what I'm saying? But one day, I said, I'm not gonna study. I'm just going in there. I'm with Anthony Triplet. I got to roll Anthony. I ain't gonna go with Anthony Triplet. He gonna say, "Are you on the way back on the bus? Are you didn't even get down?" You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to hear that. Came in there, ripped it. They were like, "Who was that?" They were like, and I'm gonna tell you something. I was claiming Boppatron. I wasn't, because I should see them, and they inspired me. I was like, I'm from Boppatron too. I'm a Boppatron.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But hanging with Anthony Triplet, so that's how I got to meeting all them guys, man. Just watching them and studying them,
That's what's up.
When I learned, I would come back and show Joe Neal and all the different Earthquake.
And he showed Damien 3D Bop, and I asked Dre Sunday, when we had the little, the battle and everything. And I said, hey, you remember 3D Bop? I said, you said it was the purest thing to bop it to you, right? And he said, yeah. And I said, you also even equated that award to Earthquake at one point. Yeah. I said, so what are you talking about? We got pure boppers in our crew, and some of us specialize in other stuff. I can bop. I just don't focus on it because I focus on my tuts and stuff. I can bop just like everybody else. And I showed him that day, by the way. I showed him. I'm waiting for the video footage to come out.
Everybody claim they ain't got them. Hey, but look.
They ain't got the footages now. But they ain't got it now.
Somebody got it. Hey, so check this out. At this point, man, what do we expect from the LA Boppers, man? What's the next goal? You guys got any goals, or you guys just kind of hanging loose with it?
Man, we just going with the flow, man. If somebody call and say, come, get down, they have like a little, we just come to support, tell you the truth. We ain't even came, like we missed your last thing, man, but we gonna try to make your thing, your next little event.
You know who came? Boppin said came.
Seen him on the YouTube thing when he was there. Yeah, he was there because he expected to see us there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a wonderful thing, man. You still doing your stuff, man, and and all the people, even Midnight, man, to try to keep some type of event going for us to get out and have fun, man. Like I was looking at Hurdle video, man. He said we gotta stop hating on each other with the who style the best and this and that and this and that. You know what I'm saying? He said everybody get out, everybody is good. You know what I'm saying? And it's like everybody got good technique. Everybody got good technique. And it got to trickle down to the new generation in order for this dance to keep going. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why we have Pop Lock Talk, man, so the new generation can learn and understand where things came from. Because after already only doing under 10 episodes, it's already completing a full circle where everything comes from. Who started what? Who did this? Who did that? Who came from here? Who came from there? You know what I'm saying? And that's what's beautiful about Pop Lock Talk, man, because you get your opportunity to express yourself. Just like Sinsay Bop, he went in and he said, hey, man, I love Boppin' Dre. And that's good for Boppin' Dre to know. But he said at the same time, I got to let this man know, hey, I'm a true bopper. And boom, they got down. But I love the fact that, man, you're showing the true essence of the dance. You use the dance to express your feelings versus fighting or any other negative way that it could have been handled. You know what I'm saying? So it goes to show you that pop locking still has positive power. You get what I'm saying? Because look how you guys handled that. And look how you guys are coming back. I interviewed Boppin' Dre. You guys didn't like what he said. Found him, danced it out, and now you're on here expressing yourself and your side of the story. Pop lock.
Yeah. Yeah, because you ever seen Breaking and Entering?
Yeah.
Did you see the segment with Poppin' Taco when he was expressing all the different styles?
Yeah.
Did he show you what he said? This is the Bob style, and he came out and he hit with his chest. You remember that part?
Nah. So he said that?
Yeah, he breaking it.
That's the only reason why I didn't battle him when I seen him. Look, bro, I was on the hunt for Papa Taco. Let me just tell you this: if I'd have run across him back in the day, he'd have caught this business because they was giving him all the credit for that Cobra. But bro, the shit I was doing at that moment, Cobra snaking and going to the ground, being inches off the ground and coming back up and bopping and lightning, I would have told him up, bro. Look. Oh, excuse me. Look. I'd have gave him the business. But look, by the time I've seen him, it was at the Deuce repass, right? And all I could do is shake his hand because he the only person that even mentioned that style of hit in the world back in the day. You feel me? He the only one said this, and this is the bop, right?
Yeah.
He said this is the bop, and he kept the bop. Yeah, he kept doing this and showing what this is the way, this is that. You know when he was bro. Thank you, because they swept our shit under the rug.
Shout out to Poppin' Taco. Big shout out to Poppin' Taco. That's what's up.
That's the only reason why I didn't want to battle him when I seen him. Because, boy, if I'd have ran across him back then, though,
how y'all feel about the movie Breaking, man?
The reason why I was at Venice Beach every single day, I was hoping anybody come through and get this work.
We were looking for them. The only person we used to see, and when we were looking for them, right, man, the only person we used to see was Lil Coco.
So speaking of all them dudes, how do y'all feel about the movie? How y'all feel about the movie Breaking?
You know, Smiley?
Breaking was a movie that.
I was shocked that they didn't tell me, and I wasn't in it, but they told me why. Smiley told me why, and a couple other people.
I was just with Smiley a month ago. He be hanging around us with the Sugar Recap.
Smiley and Boogaloo Shrimp said the same thing. But Boogaloo Shrimp said it back then. He told me, man, get you an agent. He was in a photo shoot at Venice Beach, and I didn't get to talk to him really because he was handling his business. But he just said, man, get you an agent. But I didn't know how to get no damn agent. I didn't know what the fuck to do. Man, my mama's a fucking beach bum down there. I'm like living on. I didn't know what to do. But I wish I'd have said, man, well, who's yours? But I didn't get a chance to to talk to him no more
Yeah.
because he was caught up with the people. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't hang around that long. I just went on about my way. You know what I'm saying? But Smiley later down the line when we hooked back up, he said, "Yeah, man." He said, "Man, I did all kind of shit back then." He said, "But he said even though you was better, he said only thing separated me from you is we had agents." And I never had an agent, so I never got a chance. And see, like I said, we wasn't thinking about the money or how to get it. We was actually doing it for the love of the dance, and that's what I want people to really understand. We was doing it for the love of the dance. We came out of retirement for the love of the dance. It had nothing to do with trying to make money off the Boppin trade. Yeah, I hope we can make some money, but at the same time, that was not our motive.
Yeah, and then the movie Breaking, I'm gonna tell you that question you asked is that they didn't have enough pop legends in that movie. They could have had more legends. Back then there was a lot of people that should have had some light. And he even said it, he said it should have been more legends in that movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's because there's a lot more other guys that they ain't never seen before that was good.
But what's separated from everybody else, because I talked to the dude that wrote the movie. His name was David somebody. I don't forgot now. I have to read the thing now. But his name was David. And he said
we went to his house.
Yeah, we went to his house and everything. And he said he didn't know that it was a group called the Electric Boogaloos. He just thought the name was tight. He said he didn't know there was extras in the movie. It was because they had agents.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the agents got them the gigs. How could I if I didn't have no agent, how was I gonna learn about it if didn't nobody say, "Hey man," if didn't nobody come tell me? But we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have, I didn't have no phone. So I'm in the street. So I'm gonna call somebody. So my skill got cultivated in the streets and going head up with people and take it, man. I'm telling you.
Hey, the last time we seen Boogaloo Shrimp, we was all together. Remember at that
Inglewood.
Boogaloo Shrimp at the comedy. It was a comedy show. Yeah, remember that? Yeah.
And he said, "Man, I ain't no Boogaloo. I just like the name."
Yeah,
he said, "I'm with them."
Yeah.
He said, "I'm with them, the pop lockers."
Yeah,
I'm with Sinsay Bop. Bop and Chris.
Yo.
Y'all always gonna be my pop locking brothers, man. And I appreciate your time and consideration. We got to bring this to an end. But I hope you guys expressed yourself. Is there anything else you'd like to get off your chest before we knock this out?
Okay. I wanted to bring up the topic. I heard something about, I was looking at Hurdle and Gizmo, and they brought up that thing about popping and pop locking. When I was growing up, the word I heard popping, they were like, "Oh, he popping," but when it turned to pop locking, when I remember when we used to put our group names in the back of our Batman jackets, and we used to be like the Majestic Pop Lockers or the Boogaloo Pop Lockers. Everything ended with a pop locker. Right. So that was like that subliminal message made everybody say, "Oh, they pop lockers," because they read the back of the thing. And a few times, living in South Central, when you pop locking group and y'all all mobbing down the street, y'all not gang banging, but you look like it because we all khakied up and stuff. And the rival group, not a rival, but a group see you walking, and and you in their neighborhood, that run up on you to see who you is. And when they read the back of your jacket, they'll say, "Oh man, they just pop lockers." You remember? Oh man, they just pop lockers.
I claim pop locking all day, homie. I don't care what nobody say.
Harder, right?
Yeah, pop locking.
You remember? You stayed in content. Yeah. So when the gangs ran up on you and they see they'll look at the back what you got wrote on those shit thinking there's some type of set, but they'll see, oh, they just pop lockers. So that content just went throughout the city like, oh, they pop lockers.
Right.
That's how it went. I mean, when I was growing up, that's my content with all the experience I went through. You know.
Well, hey, look. LA Boppers, Ain't nothing but pop lock love from Cool Boy to you guys, man. I appreciate your time. We're gonna bring this
Yeah,
to an end, and maybe I'm gonna have y'all on again. Once again, I want to see y'all down here January 22nd for my
we
next
go.
pop locking battle.
Yeah. We gonna go. You gonna make me a judge?
Hey, maybe we'll do something like put the whole LA Boppin crew as judges or something, since there's so many of y'all. But come on down, man. January 22nd, homie.
Mix it up. You gotta mix it up.
Sinsay Bop. Pop lock love to you, Bop and Chris. Pop lock love. Hey, throw me a wave before we go. Throw me a wave.
See you, Coupon Authority.
Ah, boom. Wow.
Yeah. I love you, loved one.
I gotta
Pop lock
throw a
love,
chat.
homie. Booyah. What's pop locking, y'all? If you have not subscribed to Cool Boys Boxing Camp and Dance Academy, man, push that button. Come on, push that button and subscribe. That way we may be able to send you an email and bring you on our show, Pop Lock Talk. This show, man, is, to let everybody know that, you got the rap industry, you got the hip hop industry, you got the acting industry. Well, there's a such thing now as the pop lock industry. And this is where we talk about it right here. Cool Boys Boxing Camp and Dance Academy. Booyah!